Hi team, my name is Dilip Sabnis from First Grade Training Department. We'll have all the training classroom session, but this is something different. This is called webinar training. Now, today we are going to discuss about something very important and which we always get confused on that product. The product name is breast pump. Many of us know what breast pump is, but sometimes few of our new colleagues at the store level might get confused what is breast pump, what is manual breast pump, what is electric breast pump, which customer need what breast pump, right? So let us discuss on that. What is breast pump? Which customer need what breast pumps? Why breast pumps required? Why customer need to use breast pumps, right? So give us a few moments. Let me share my screen. Let me explain you, and let us start today's topic on the breast pump, right? Requesting everyone, if you have a book and a pen with you, please take and note down few points which we are going to discuss today. All right, team. So let's first try to understand the basic information about the breast pump. What breast pumps are? Why do you have to breast pump? What breast pump is, right? As we all know, mother feeding, that is natural feeding, is one of the most incredible experience for the motherhood, right? So if a mother, a new mother who's feeding her baby, it's something different experience for them, right? So why natural mother's milk is important for the baby. Now, as we can see here, it not only strengthens your bond with your baby, but also provide your little ones with all nutrition that is needed for growth. So try to understand here. For us, we eat food. For small babies, they cannot, right? So for them, mother milk is required, and that will provide nutrition that needed for their growth, right? So that is the reason where mother milk is very important for small babies. And again, as per the Indian Academy of Pediatrician, a pediatrician is doctor who handles small kids, right? They recommend breastfeeding as a natural feeding for at least 6 months. That means 6 months we cannot give baby any solid food, not even a water also. For 6 months we have to give baby only mother's milk, a natural milk. Hope we are on same page. Now, what is breast pump? Right? The breast pump, a device that will help in extracting milk from mother's breast. So what happens? Breast pump we use for two reasons. The first one, if mother have some medical condition where she cannot feed her baby naturally, right? So in that case, mother have to use a breast pump. Second condition where mother is completely fit and fine, but maybe she's working and she may not have time to feed the baby. That time they can use a breast pump. Right? So these are the major conditions where mother uses breast pumps. Okay. Now, why would we need a breast pump? So as I told you, same thing. Mothers who have a medical condition, maybe a cesarean delivery or C-section, what we call delivery. Those mothers, for a few reasons, they cannot feed baby naturally. For them, they have to use a breast pump. Or a mother have a normal delivery, but she is working woman. She may not available to feed a baby. That time she can use a breast pump. So these are two reasons what we use a breast pump. So we have two types of breast pumps, right? So now what are two types of breast pumps? First one is manual breast pump, right? So let's stop here. Let us discuss only about manual breast pump. So hope you understood till now, right? So let me tell you about manual breast pump. Now what is manual breast pumps? Sorry. So hope you can see my screen. These breast pumps you can see on my screen here. This is called manual breast pump. So what the definition is? A manual breast pump, as the name suggests, helps you express the milk from your breasts manually. Now, what is the meaning of manual? Manual is where there's no machine work, it's a human work. Okay, these are the perfect for you if you do not use it regular basis, and helps you to express milk just once or twice in a day. So manual breast pump is where we don't have any battery, we don't have any machine, and we use our own hands. The mother use her own hands and express the milk. Now this is where called manual breast pump, where there's no machine work here, and manually we're expressing milk. Right, so that is the manual breast pump. So let us see what are the features of manual breast pumps. So let us understand the basic feature. A feature, if I say feature, feature means the working. How does a manual breast pump work? Right? What are the parts of manual breast pump, and how can we explain that to customer? Right? It's very important for us, the flow team, to explain the customer. Right? So let us explain that. So every company have a different manual breast pump. So let us take an example of Medela manual breast pump now. So this is how your breast pumps manual breast pump look like, right? So if you can see here, there's no machine, there's no battery, or there's no motor here. It's a manual work. Now, how to explain the part? First, now this portion, what you see here, this is called breast shield. Now, what is breast shield? Let's click on this. This is placed on your nipple before you start pumping the milk. Okay. Now this is the where a mother use to express the milk. This portion will be on the mother's breast. This is called breast shield, right? So let us see next what is connector. So as the name says, connector. Okay, in some breast pumps, a connector is used to connect the breast shield to the valve. So can you see this portion here? This portion is called connector. Now we see something valve, right? Now let's see what is valve. Valve, this connects the breast shield to the bag or a bottle in which milk is collected. Now here, this portion is a valve and which connects breast shield and the bottle. Here, the breast shield, this portion and the bottle, right? So manual breast pumps, very important is handle. So it helps in the pull or squeeze mechanism and has a design that ergonomically situated to be operated with one hand. So as it says manually, so this plays very important role in expressing milk in manual breast pump, right? So this is called handle where we use our hand and press this handle where milk will be expressed, right? So very important part again is membrane. Now this is how membrane look like. This is present inside the breast shield. This opens and closes, mimicking the sucking mechanism of baby. So basically, membrane is a part which helps, which is like similar how baby suck milk while feeding. So the membrane is kind of same thing, right? Then we all know about feeding bottle, and we have a stand here. So this is how our manual breast pumps look like, and the manual breast pumps working capacity or condition. Sorry. Okay, hope I'm clear till here. Okay, so let us see the second option of breast pump, which is called electric breast pumps or battery operated breast pumps. Right, so we have seen manual breast pumps which work without a battery or without electric support. It's a manual work. The second option is electric breast pump or battery operated breast pump. In that we have again two category. The first one is double electric breast pump or single electric breast pump. Okay, we will see both of them. We'll see both electric, no, double and single electric breast pump. But let me first explain you what is that. Electric breast pumps operates on battery power or electricity. So you can use no, both you can use. You can use either battery or you can use electricity. So if you don't have electricity, you have battery, you can use a battery. If you have a battery, you can use electricity. So you can use both. They are mainly of two types. That is, as I explained to you, right? The double and single, right? So before I tell you uh, which customers can use what breast pump, let us first see what electric breast pumps are. So as I said, electric or battery operated breast pumps help extract milk easily without using manual power. So if you can see here, it says very clearly here, there is no manual power required. Right? It's not a human effort. We have to use only battery operated or electric help to express milk. So again, if it's a second line, these are the best choice for working women or for mothers with twins or multiple babies. So here's a point which we have to make a note. Electric breast pumps are very good choice for the working woman or for the working mother, right? Why it is very important, I'll tell you that also, right? A second option is a mother who have a twin baby. Okay. Now, why this is important for the working woman? Why can't a working woman buy manual breast pump? The reason is from manual breast pump you can express milk only 2 bottles. Now, why 2 bottles? Because manual breast pump is little time consuming, and a mother can express from manual breast pump from one side only 15 minutes. Oh, so sorry. It will take 15 minutes to express milk for from manual breast pump from one side. So imagine 15 minutes one side, 15 minutes second side, that is half an hour. And it's a manual work where your hands might get tired, right? You may not help because new mother may be a little tired. However, on the other side, electric breast pump, it's very easy and there's no manual power required here, and the machine will do the work where you can express milk more than 3 bottles. Right? Let me explain again. Manual breast pump, a mother can express milk. Right? It will take 15 minutes, 15 minutes one side, 15 minutes second side. That is half an hour. It's a little time consuming. However, the battery operated or electric breast pump, there's no manual power required here, where mother can express through the motor and can express more than 3 bottles. So for the working woman who may not have time to feed a baby, for them it's very useful to use electric breast pump, right? So the features is almost same like manual breast pumps, except we have different here is a motor and we'll have an adapter. Now how it works? So we have a same thing, breast shield, right? The additional what we have is tubing. Now what is tubing? Tubing connects the breast shield to the motor unit and is required to create vacuum for efficient suction. So there is a tube here which connects from here breast shield and it goes all over to motor, right? So it will help. So when you start the motor, it will help to create a vacuum. It will help to create a suck milk from mother's breast, right? Then we'll have a connector, same as we saw in manual breast pump. In some breast pumps, the connector is used to connect the breast shield to valve. So same thing. And again, we have a membrane, which is very important again. Then we have feeding bottle stand. Now, what difference it we have in electric? We have something called motor unit. Okay, motor unit either runs on mains current or on the batteries. In the battery compartment, it helps to generate suction necessary for pumping the breast. So understanding this is the main part of the electric or a battery operated breast pumps, right? If this part does not work or don't work, that means your electric breast pump or a battery operated breast pump of is no use, right? So the motor unit is very important. This is the unit which will help expressing milk from mother's breast, right? Which will have a control button. Now, what is control button? Control button is electric breast pumps have a button to switch on or turn off pump. So in manual breast pumps, we don't have any buttons. We have a handle. From handle, it works. But in electric or battery operated breast pumps, we have a switch off or switch on button. Right? So you will also find some control buttons that are useful to regulate the suction speed of the pump. So in addition to that, there are other breast pumps which will have control how much speed you require to express the milk. So you can see plus button and the minus button. So plus is to increase the speed and minus is to decrease the speed. So depends on the mother's natural condition or medical condition. We can increase or decrease the milk flow. Right. This is electric, and for this we have something called adapter. What is adapter? Let's see that. It can be connected to an electric outlet to make an electric breast pump work. So same like our phone charger, we have phone charger which we have plug-in. So adapter will plug in to electric socket and it we can use as adapter. Just in case if you are traveling, in mother's traveling and cannot use adapter anywhere, we have something called battery component. So battery component is a behind this motor unit. Okay, it holds a battery. So most people have a one, two, three, four, five. I don't know, maybe five batteries you can put on this. Right. So in case if you're not using adapter, if you're traveling somewhere or the customer is traveling somewhere cannot use adapter, that time they can use it batteries. Right. Hope so. We are clear till here. Right. And hope you're making a note on that. So customers sometimes may ask you a question that how often I can use a breast pump in a day. Right? They will ask you how can there are some customers who know about breast pump and there are some customers who do not know about breast pumps where doctor have suggested them to use a breast pump due to some condition and they might be confused as how to use a breast pump. So customer can use a breast pump after every 3 hours. Again, every 3 hours it depends on mother's health condition also. So the basic information what we can suggest customers they can use a breast pump every 3 hours. However, depends on mother's condition. Okay, so it says depend on frequency of your baby's feeding. So the best person who can check is the doctor. So ask customer to consult doctor on that the medical feeding. But 3 hours, yes, every 3 hours they can express milk from breast pumps. Right, so hope we have understood the concept and hope we don't have any doubts on that. So just to summarize the story, we discussed on breast pump and we discussed on two types of breast pump. Right, the first one we discussed breast pump was manual breast pump, yes, and the second discussed on electric or battery operated breast pump. Now, difference between electric and battery operated breast pumps is sorry, manual and battery operated breast pump is manual breast pump work manually without using any electric device. That means it requires your physical activity. However, in electric breast pump, there's no physical activity. Instead, you can use a battery or a electricity or an adapter to express the milk. Point number two, customer who is working woman, we always give first preference electric breast pump as it is more faster than manual, and we also can talk about manual as well, right? Manual breast pump any customer can use, right? Electric breast pump customer can express more than 3 bottles. However, manual breast pump, customer can express only 2 bottles because it's time consuming. It will take 15 minutes from one side, 15 minutes second side. So half an hour required. Right? So in case if customer have a question about sterilizing, how to clean, how to sterilize manual breast pump, please tell customer any part, any non-electric part which is touching the milk have to be sterilized using sterilizer or traditional way. Right? So hope we are clear till here. Let us quickly tell you a point about how to store this breast pump milk. So after expressing the milk from mother's breast, how to use, how to store, right? So there are three techniques to store the milk. So first one, we can store the milk in normal room temperature. So if I say room temperature, the temperature should be at least 25, 24 to 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, that's room temperature. Recommended is to use immediately. But please tell customer that once they open the bottle, they cannot reuse it. They cannot restore it. Once the bottle is opened, they have to use complete milk to feed baby, or remaining milk they have to throw it. They cannot restore it. Right. Second way, they can keep in the fridge, not in freezer, a normal fridge. They can keep, and they keep in the fridge for 5 to 7 days. So minimum 5, maximum 7 days they can keep in the fridge. Again, same condition applies. Once they have removed the bottle from the fridge and opened the cap of bottle, the milk have to use completely. They cannot reuse or restore the milk. Or the remaining milk, they have to throw it. Please make a point. Do not tell customer to boil the mother milk. We cannot boil that, right? The last option, we can keep in the freezer. Yes, in the freezer, we can keep the mother's milk just in case if mother have to keep in freezer. In freezer, they can keep for minimum 4 to maximum 6 months. Again, same condition applies here. They cannot boil the milk. They cannot heat the milk. Once they removed out of fridge or out of freezer, they have to use completely, and they cannot restore the same bottle. Right? Now, point number 2 and 3, refrigeration or the freezer. A mother cannot use directly that milk to baby. So we have something called warmer, which we can upsell while giving the breast pump. So mother can use that warmer to warm the milk, or little bit of warm water where mother can warm the water at home and dip the bottle for few minutes, few seconds to warm that milk. Right? Hope so we have understood. So that's all about breast pumps team. If you have any questions, kindly get in touch with your trainers, or you can contact me also. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks for patience, guys. Have a good day.